Hey tubes, it's just me today. I'm in the garage here. The guys are at work and little dirt bikes at school. I figured maybe I'd start a little restoration on the Pennsylvania lawn tractor here. What do they call it? Exeter, Pennsylvania Exeter. But anyway, I thought I would start by maybe taking these controls off. I was thinking when I restored this, it'd be a little bit at a time. That way I wouldn't disable it and I would still be able to bring it to shows this year. But I'm going to start off with the front. I'm going to try and take the front end off. I don't know if you noticed it, but it's sort of bent there and twisted. Somebody must have ran into something pretty hard. Even there you can see the wheels almost hitting the frame. You can see how that goes straight down. That should be on an angle, same angle as the front tube. So that's got to be bent back about 2 inches or so. But I tried to put an Allen wrench in them set screws there, and they're pretty tough. So I don't know. I might have to cut that collar off. I still don't know how this thing comes apart, but and maybe I'll take the controls apart because this one here is frozen and this one here is broke. Them cables run through the tubes and come out the back, but that's where I thought I was going to start. So let me see if I can take them apart, and I'll try and show you and keep you up to date as we go. Alrighty. Some guys commented saying that I shouldn't restore it, just leave it the original patina. You know, if it was like the back, which is pretty much untouched, I would do that, but somebody shitted the front of the frame off here and sprayed it with a real shitty spray paint, you know, like high heat aluminum or something. But if it wasn't for that, I probably would have left it in original patina, but we can't do that. And I don't think I'll be able to get that off without ruining the rest of the paint, so that's why we decided to restore it instead of just run it as it is. Alright, I was able to get the steering wheel off, if that's what you want to call it. Yoke, steering wheel, whatever. With a little heat. And set screws came right out. And then the controls here, the throttle and the engage. I was able to pull them out of the tube. They were pretty bad. They were stuck in there pretty good. You see how bad that rust is there. But it looks like a regular standard cable should work. Looks like they just twist into this little ferrule they got. So I shouldn't have any trouble restoring that. But now the front, got that little collar on there. That's just a steering collar to keep it from, if I can straighten my feet here, you know, to keep it from oversteering. But that seems a little gummed up, so what I'm going to do is take the frame off of the mower here and put it in the vise, and maybe I can get a little more leverage just to pull that out. I hit it with a hammer, but it's just going to beat the top to death there, so let me see if I can take that apart and we'll go from there. Alright, I got that steering mechanism out now. It took me about an hour. That's one of them jobs that would have taken 5 minutes if I had the kiddies here with me. But the tube there had 2 bushings in it. Had a brass bushing in the top and one in the bottom, plus the collars. Here's the bushings here. You know, they're about 1.25 inches. And you see the shaft here is rusted in the middle. You see these bearings going nice until you hit that rust, and then forget about it. So I had to twist and bang and tap a little, and then twist some more and bang a little. Same with the, you know, the collars, you know. So like I say, even now I got to take this spring off, and this spring don't want to come off because of the rust. So at least now I can wire wheel that, and that might come off a little easier. But I got it off, so now at least I can stick it in the vise and straighten it. You see how bad that's bent now. Alright, let's continue on. Alright, I think I got it pretty straight. I had to heat it up because it's got a pretty wacky weld on there, and I didn't want to bend the, you know, the main pipe, you know, so I could have stuck a pipe on it, but I didn't. So I heated it up to straighten the weld out down there, and Looks pretty straight to me. You can't really tell till you put it on the machine, because it was actually bent forward and sideways. So once we put it on the machine, we'll know for sure. I guess we could always fine tune it a little bit, but I think it'll be alright for now. Alright, enough of this. Here's some original paint that was behind the controls. I was going to paint it, you know, I was going to paint it 100 green, but it looked like it was a little lighter than that, you know, so I went with John Deere. And then once I painted it, the John Deere looked a little too light. Let me show you. Here's 100 green here. You know, that's a little bit darker of a green. But then, if you look in the back, this is original too. And that's probably as close as I'm going to get out of a can. Let me show you. I'll get a piece I painted. See, here's 100 green. See, it's a little darker, you know. But I think it'll look better on lawnmower, darker. But back here, it almost looks identical, you know. So I think I'm glad I decided to go with the 100 green. The true color might be forest green for all I know, but I don't know. We're just gonna have to deal with it. All right. I've got a few parts here I'm going to take and throw in the sandblaster there. Here's the old seat. Not much you can do with that seat. It costs too much to reupholster that, so I might just wind up putting some plastic dip on it. I don't know. We'll see. Got the steering wheel here, or yoke, whatever you want to call that, and the foot pegs. So I'm gonna throw them in the blaster over there. That's why I keep this around, and see what they come out like. Alright. I've got a lot of little parts blasted. The steering yoke there, and even the wheels. I got the wheel wrapped up here, ready to paint. So we throw some primer on there. Maybe we get a top coat on that front wheel. Alright, we're making a little progress here. I painted the steering wheel, two-toned it. You got the green and the yellow there, and the controls there. Yeah, that's silver there. That's called stainless steel. That paint, you know, it gives it a nice color, but not a real shine to it. Got the wheel done. All these other ones here, they're all painted with stainless steel. And all I got to do is got the frame right here, and I got to wire wheel that, and we'll paint that. It's raining outside right now, so I'd rather do it outside so you don't get all the dust in here, but. Once we do that, we'll move right along. Alright. I guess that'll be the end of this video. We'll see you in the next part, part 2.